Hey folks, it's Mark out at Positively Peninsular. Hope everything's going well for you and that things are positive in your life. I haven't posted anything in a while and done some things. I just haven't. I've been so busy out in the yard. It turned out to be, it was cloudy today and kind of chilly. But I've been getting I've just been working sun up to sundown. Is that right? Sun up to sundown? And so I got to cook up some tilapia fillets and a halibut fillet. Today was obviously then meat day, so I did all my grilling, and so I did a whole bunch of chicken breasts and chicken haunch, quarter, whatever it's called. But I just wanted to do a quick vid, because if I don't, I'll forget. But this is just the view outside my sliders towards the shed. You can hear the pond down there, that one that I still need to do. But, isn't this calming, folks? You gotta be positive about this. Now, there's a lot to do. Don't let it kid you. And I do need to make some more cells. So I've got to do that. But I was just locking up most of the windows because it's actually quite chilly. And so I'm battening down the hatches, not completely, but I've got to take out the trash cans before Betty by. What else? So I'm going to take you I'm going to go outside, but I also want to show you just out, because you kind of get a good view out the utility room window. But before we go look at the things, because I've done a lot of weed whacking, just in terms of what you're going to see, because primarily this is going to, this whatever this channel is, whatever this is or becomes, whatever, is mostly about positive character traits, but along with a healthy dose of home improvement or land improvement, and all about owning your own peace. And how you can kind of bring something that's been killed back to life, which my property has, or take virgin pristine property and make it blossom in a different way, or bloom or whatever. But I've been doing a lot of things out there. I've been trying, just because it's such a large piece, to keep irrigated, and my poor rhodos and stuff, and the Leland cypresses, they're just so far out there, but I've got like 200-foot hoses. I feel like I'm in a rodeo. I feel like I'm just roping the land. It's like, God, this hose never ends. But we'll go out there. But I wanted to take a view. I did want to just kind of close up the drapes real quick. But anyway, I'm excited because the three-pronged ones weren't like, if you jarred it just a little bit, it like came loose from the coupling came loose from the actual faucet. Like, and so I was taping, and I was this and that, and so I'm gonna try this. This seems to be better quality. Oh, it goes like this. Duh, I know it does. So anyway, Two Ways Pro. We're gonna give that a shot. But it just feels more substantial. The other ones, I'll show them to you at some point. I don't know. Just not but I'm not going to worry about that right now. Oh, the other thing I'm really excited about, because I have to do some weeding. But I got this really cool Japanese tool. Like, this is authentic. And it has a hand with a red slash through it. I'm not sure. Does that mean you're not supposed to use your hands with it? Or danger for your hand? I mean, isn't that kind of obvious? It is sharp as, that. It's as sharp as, yes. It is, I don't know if you can, but look at that edge. Holy moly. I mean, they give it a plastic protector. I mean, the whole thing is in Japanese. I believe it's Japanese. Maybe it's like this. I mean, but this is supposed to be great for weed whacking, because I've done, so this is just out the kitchen window, and I have all these mounds. I must have done 8 or 9 mound removals, okay, and they are going over onto the side of the house, and we'll go out and take a look, but just so you have a reference point, you can kind of see some of them down the line there. I'm just trying to get all the debris, the branches and all the, just all that stuff that that's been left here by the former owners. But they certainly didn't take ownership, even though they may have been the owners. So here's out the utility room. Sorry, I have some things drying. So you can see the metal, the 500 million mile metal hose, but pretty clean looking, huh? Folks, that is a ton of work. And if you can look out, I wish GoPro zoomed, but if you look out by the rhododendrons and the Lelands, that's all been cleared. I've cleared to the property line. Instead of it looking like some kind of jungle, you can see I mean, look how clean it is. Looks like a freaking orchard. Anyway, kind of cool. Very happy. I did learn a fact that it's not a good idea to put, remember I had that idea of putting fabric. In fact, I think I have it in previous videos where I did show it, because I was in the process of doing it. I'd only done two sheets, but they said do not put anything on these. So I'm going to actually, the tactic I'm going to take, so the state has like what to do for septic, how to landscape septic systems and septic fields, because it is such a huge part of the yard. I mean, I have 5 of those green stacks that goes all the way around. It's like a backwards crescent moon, or backwards C, I guess. So I'm going to do, they recommended doing ground covers that are relatively drought tolerant, which is kind of what I need, because they don't want it wet, and also that gets the most sun, because the numbnuts, as we know, chop down all the trees that give you some shade. Thank you, folks. But you can see over there the debris, right? Kind of like right over right here. It's those brown things. And I've moved back, so I'm going to be putting in plantings all along here. I'm going to keep the wild stuff, but I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to thin it, and I'm going to get rid of all the debris. And so I'm not going to pull it out, but I am going to make it look a heck of a lot better. And I'm going to put in some plants and stuff, so that the deer won't really like. I have a ton of lavender, and I'll just add lavender. I mean, it'll be like atmosphere of lavender, like a purple haze out here, and the deer will be like, no way, that place over there? Yeah, no way, don't go near it, it's fumigating. I don't know why they dislike lavender so much. Anyway, but let's go out real quick, and but before we do, I guess go ahead and touch up on the political stuff. Well, no, I'm going to touch on the positivity stuff first. So today is what is today? That's the time and the temperature. It's August something, 5th? 6th. I think it's the 6th, folks. Yes, August 6th. Yeah, I remembered, because I remember Monday was the 5th, and today's Tuesday. I haven't completely lost it, folks. But I'm glad fish only takes a few minutes. But I am so fortunate that my surgery went really well. Oh, by the way, I've been doing all this work, folks, with a hernia. And it's not getting any smaller. And it's not getting any better just because I would like it to. In fact, it's doing the complete opposite. So, but I'm not complaining because the surgery is such a success, the procedure, and I just feel phenomenal. I think I mentioned it on the previous video, which I'll post before I do this one. And so again, just filled with great gratitude. I'm so grateful feeling this way. I need to close this guy up a little bit. I get really good cross ventilation here, you know. Thank goodness. On the political front, so today, Harris nominated her VP, and well, I don't know, Trump and his folk are just they are so pissed. They were counting on it being Biden. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my gosh, this is such a, I don't know how it's all going to turn out, folks. I mean, I know how I want it to turn out. But anyway, she named her VP pick today, Tim, is it Walz? Like walls of a house? And the only thing I know about him, besides that he looks like he'd be a really fun Santa. No, he'd be a really fun grandpa, and he'd make a really good Santa if you did the whole stuff. Is what I don't think I know about him is that he's the one that made that weird comment, which I just busted a gut because it is so true. And I'm like, finally, someone's stating the freaking obvious. It is it's crazy, weird, bizarro land. And it's been like bizarro land since 2016. 2015. I feel, obviously he's got a great sense of humor. I mean, he's no dummy. He seems like a nice guy. He seems incredibly ethical. I don't know. Two thumbs up. There wasn't anybody I disliked. I think Bashir would have been a good choice also. I just like the way sometimes people just speak the truth, and you could just tell that they're not hiding anything, and they're not playing the victim and making excuses and being bullies and being in denial and projecting and I don't know. Anyway, so that's it. But anyway, I wanted this to be quick, so let's get this done. Look at this out here. Let me close this up. No, I forgot to put the thingy on it, so I'm holding it by my fingers. But look how much cleaner everything is. I've just got to do the deer fencing. Yeah, so I've gained a lot, and I'm going to have the debris removed. Juan and his son, Zach, are supposed to be doing it. Anyway, have had no more fires, thank gosh. No more Molotovs no, not Molotovs, mortars, thank gosh. So that's good. And yeah, I'm really happy. I've got to look back at older videos and just see. Oh, and I've laid down so much more. I'll show you over here of the fabric. So this is going over to the west side. Look how clean that is. Let's do another round of peanuts. Look at the wildfire there. A lot of raking, folks. A lot of raking. So have another round of mound pickup. Oh, so then what they said about landscaping is what's cool. So for example, some of these plants, I'm going to do like a salvia area because I got these really cool salvias at the farmer's market. I have plans. It's just, trying to make it all happen. Is that on the over the septic field? You can add to up to about 2 inches of topsoil. Hello, topsoil. Yep, welcome. And I want to do like a bunch of coneflower and just really have a nice impact because the deer just aren't going to eat it. They just won't. So very excited. Look at that. I mean, how could you not be positive? How could you not be grateful? Anyway, I do have a mole. Yep, there's a mole in my organization. At least one. There was the front one, which I probably talked about previously. And I treated it with Molex, which is shoving these pellets down. And then I got this mole and gopher repellent. And you're supposed to use a sprayer, which, like, I don't think about all these things that you need for all this stuff. Like, I got caulking things, because if you look around when that work I had done with the contractor, I noticed this. The caulk that he used must have been really cheap, because it's pulled away from the cement board. Look at that. I mean, isn't water going to get in? I mean, look at it over here. So I think I'm just going to go over it because it says remove old caulking, but there is hardly any. Look at that. That's going to be like, it's like that on all of them. We also cracked a tile over there. Anyway. I don't know. So I get the caulking stuff, right? Exterior, blah, 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 the best from GE. Which GE, I thought GE did electric. I didn't realize they did caulking. Oh, by the way, my sons will understand this, but here I am. Oh, let's see if we can get this in. I have no idea. I'm representing 2 schools that both of my sons attended. Anyway, I gotta go eat. Um, but yeah, so I'm really fortunate, and I'm gonna put out the topsoil, and so that cool Japanese toy, that hatchet thing, is like a handheld. I mean, I feel like I've seen them on like Animal Planet or Nat Geo or something, where they're like doing the rice and they're hacking it. I don't know, man, that's a scythe, but I've seen them like digging out things with this tool, so I'm excited to try that. I don't know how it's going to work with all the rocks in the soil. You looked at the pile. I'd almost say there's more. There's got to be the ratio of rock to dirt, the actual soil, not the grass. It's got to be pretty high in terms of, I mean, it's not 1-to-1, but it almost is. It's a lot, and I tell you, it's hard to dig out here. I'm so glad that you get to add a couple of, I gotta finish dead-ending, but these things look phenomenal, don't they? My hanging plants. Oh, I got a chime. It plays the 7th chakra. Is that right? Or 6th chakra? It plays a chakra, which is supposed to be something if you know your chakras. Oh, that's one of my favorite songs. I don't want to get in trouble again. Anyway, this is Mark out at Positively Peninsular. I just wanted to say hi. I'm still in lockdown because my car is still being worked on at the shop, and couldn't be in better hands. It's just taking forever. So I think this is my second 2.5 maybe weeks, possibly 3 weeks of not having my car. I'm trying to think. It went out on a Thursday. No, this Thursday will be 2 weeks. But it's weird. You go into a different state of mind, folks, when you don't have access to get out of here. You know what I mean? It reminds me of being in lockdown. The only people I see are delivery folk. It's like, this is eerily familiar. Why? Oh yeah, in the pandemic. Anyway, I got to get cooking here, folks. Great to see y'all. Stay positive. Look for the positives that in your life, and be grateful. All right, and go out and make someone's day, and or make someone's dinner, which also might make their day. All right, so peace out. This is Mark out of Positively Peninsula. All right, see you next time.